Hello and welcome to step 11. We open our file. In this tutorial we are going to create a night rendering and a rendering without materials. Here we see we have already placed some lights from our Revit web content. We rotate our view a little bit. First of all, we are going to show you how to save a picture from your view into your Revit project. We switch in our properties, select here section box. We adjust the borders. Now we hide our section box with the shortcut EH. We switch in our project browser, right click on 3D and click here Save to Project as Image. We name the view Image 1. Set the size to 2000 pixel. Okay. And we click OK. Now a picture from our 3D model is saved in our renderings category. This is only a picture, not a 3D model. Click on it. Cannot rotate it or make any changes of our project in this view. For creating a night rendering, we have to place some more lights. Switch in our ceiling plan, level 2. Zoom in a little bit. And we see here, we have already placed the ceiling on the left side. To get a better view of what we are doing, use the WT shortcut to see our 3D section and our floor plan. So now we are going to place a ceiling. We select Ceiling in our Home tab. We have now Automatic Ceiling activated. If we move over Rooms, Revit automatically recognizes the borders. So we move over here, for example, and we have also the possibility to draw ceilings. Here on Sketch. And with our Lines tool, we can set borders. Or we can also use the Rectangle tool. If we click Finish, we see our ceilings have been generated. You can align all patterns in Revit. So we click Align, AL shortcut, and we align our grid here. Now we are going to place some lights. We switch in our Home tab, select here Component. We have here our pendant light selected. Place one over here, and we are also going to place one over here. If we select our light, we can rotate it. Now we are going to zoom a little bit in our 3D section. Here we see our ceiling and our light. We select our light, click on Edit Type. We see here we can make several adjustments. We move down, and here we can change the light loss factor, the initial intensity, initial color, the color filter, and so on. Click OK. So now we are ready to create our first night rendering. We switch in our exterior night view, maximize our window, set A. We click the render button, select here render settings medium, printer 150 dpi, OK. Exterior artificial only, OK. Then we have here the possibility to make some adjustments for our artificial lights. Click it. And we can deactivate or activate lights here, or we can also group them. Click OK. Let's press the render button. So now we're done with our rendering. We can save our rendering in our project. Click here, Save to Project. OK. And we close it. And we see here in our rendering section, our rendering. Now we want to create a rendering without materials. We switch in our 3D exterior daylight view without materials. We recommend to use the face filter. We already predefined one, like in our second tutorial. To get a good render result, we set our windows on a different face than the other elements to keep our material properties of the windows, and the rest will be overwritten with the white material. We select here face filter. We move down to our custom filter without materials. Now you see everything is gray. We're now going to set our render properties. Click here on the teapot. We select here high, because rendering without material is very fast. Print to 150 dpi is okay. Lightning scheme exterior sun only okay. We are going to set our sun. Click here. And we'll click on still. Move over here. Select that button. We are going to set a default one. We have also here the possibility to look for predefined cities. And we put in here 30 degrees and 180. Okay. And we set the time to 1 o'clock. You see everything is gray because our time is set and there is no sunlight. And we set here background style no clouds. That's very important. We're ready to render. Press our render button. Now we get here a pretty good result. We're now going to change the exposure. Adjusting your exposure is really cool because you can enhance your rendering without having to render it again. Change the values. We set our exposure value to 2, our highlight to 0.3, our midtones to 1.5, our white point to 8000, and the saturation to 0.1. Now you have here really cool rendering without materials. Click OK. If we accidentally close our rendering window, the rendering is still here. We just have to click again on the render button. And we can also use that button here to show rendering or show the model. But remember, if we rotate our view, the rendering is gone. And if you save the rendering, you also don't have the possibility anymore to adjust the exposure. Now we want to export our image. Click here on export. And you can save the picture anywhere you want. And what's really important to know is you can save the picture as PNG or as TIF. In this format, also the alpha channel is exported. That's it. And in the next step, we're going to show you some more tricks.